Of course, the parents have to be charged. This story is tragic in so many ways, it's not even funny, and it could have been prevented. But yes, the parents were charged each with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. They're both being held on $500,000 bond. They were found hiding in a business several miles from the Canadian border after they fled their home, saying they did it for their own safety. This story is all too familiar. We've seen this. I don't even know the number of mass school shootings we've had over the years, but there's so many, and every one of them is a tragedy. And probably most of them could have been avoided if the parents paid attention to what their kid was doing. In this case, the father purchased the handgun for his son. I'm looking at my notes, so don't jump down my throat. Probably around November 26th, he took his son to a gun store, wherever they live in Michigan, purchased a Sig Sauer 9mm handgun, filled out all the proper paperwork, and waited for the background check. When that was done, he went to pick it up. Soon after, the kid posted on his social media accounts a picture of the Sig with the captions, "This is my new baby," with heart emojis. If anybody has any questions, ask me. Not long after that, while he was sitting in his class, he was on his phone researching ammo. And one of the teachers saw him doing that and became obviously concerned, notified the mother via voicemail or text message as to what the son was doing. The mother in turn texts the kid, "I'm not mad, LOL, next time don't get caught." This is the mother of this kid. It goes on, another couple of days go by, he's in class and he's drawing pictures of a handgun with the words, hang on one second, again I made notes because I was looking up this today. Blah, blah, blah. With the words, "Help me. My life is useless. The world is dead." This is a 15-year-old kid who obviously has some serious mental health problems. The photos depicted a student who was shot with blood everywhere. The parents were notified again to come to the school immediately. The pictures were not confiscated from the kid. When the parents came and they sent for the kid in class, he had already altered the photos, drew over them, scratched out certain things so they wouldn't see exactly what they said, like, "Help me, the world is dead, my life is useless." The parents were instructed by the school to seek mental health counseling for their son within 48 hours. And they had the choice to take him home with them that day, and they did not. And the school didn't push it, they let him go back to class. His backpack wasn't checked. The parents knew the gun was home, unsecured, in a drawer, in a dresser, in a bedroom. The kid had the gun with him that day. A couple hours later, the parents get the notification that there's a school shooting at their son's school. The mother sends another text to Ethan telling him, "Don't do it." The father hears about it, calls the school saying, it could be my son. The firearm is missing from home. Now, again, this could have been avoided by A, not getting this kid this firearm because the parents knew that their son had some problems. They knew. They did nothing. They purchased a firearm for this young kid. The mother took him out to a range to practice with it, posted it on social media, testing out his new Christmas present. What he was doing was getting target practice in, so when he goes to school, he's going to know how to use the gun, excuse me, and kill some people. It was all premeditated. He knew what he was going to do. He was ready to do it, and he did it. 4 kids are dead. I don't even know the count of how many are wounded. They are in the hospital recovering. Their physical wounds will heal, but their emotional wounds probably will never heal. Again, this happens all too much in this country, and everybody says, we're going to ban guns, we're going to ban guns. No, that's not the answer. The answer is intelligent purchasing of firearms, especially because this guy knew that his kid had emotional problems. What made him think that buying this kid a firearm was going to make him any better? And he left it in the home unsecured, where this kid had access to it whenever he wanted. And he did. He took it to school, and here you have it. You have another school shooting with innocent kids going to school. Now they're dead because these parents did nothing. Now some may say the parents shouldn't be charged. Absolutely, this county prosecutor is doing the right thing by charging these people with involuntary manslaughter because they did nothing to stop their son. The school informed them that he needed counseling. They should have taken him home that day. They didn't. So now they're sitting in jail, I still believe, on $500,000 bond apiece. Quite frankly, I don't give a shit if they stay there. Now this kid is going to be tried as an adult for 4 counts of first-degree murder and a bunch of other counts of discharging a firearm, attempted murder, and all the charges that come with that. Is a jury going to convict him, being 15 years old? Are they going to convict him of first-degree murder, or are they going to say, he's too young, he didn't know what he was doing, he belongs in some kind of hospital for his mental illness? That could be the case, depending on the charges. Is he pleading insanity, that he's incompetent to stand trial for the murder charge? Who knows? There's a long way to go. But again, this is a kid who obviously needed some help, but I don't know if he went to his parents and said he was having these thoughts of killing people. I don't know if the parents ever saw any other drawings he had made in his home. But for the mother to send him a text, I'm not mad, LOL, don't get caught again, or next time, when you're researching ammo for your handgun while you're in school, if that's not a sign that there's something wrong, there's not a sign then. I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing as parents? It starts at home. How many fucking times does this have to happen? Where the parents play stupid. I had no idea that he was building bombs in his bedroom. I had no idea that he was killing all the neighborhood cats. What the fuck are these people doing? What are they doing? Obviously, they're not watching their kids. They're sitting on their ass doing God knows what. And here's the kid taking a firearm to school, and we have another mass school shooting. It's never going to end because, quite frankly, this is an epidemic in this country. It's mental illness. Most of these kids who do this, obviously, are mentally ill. And the parents do nothing. Oh, he's just different. Oh, he just hangs around with weird kids, and he likes sitting home and playing murder video games all day. That's a problem. That's a problem in this country today and probably all over the world. But no one's going to address it. They're not going to address it because this news like this takes the heat off of all the other garbage that's going on in the world. Yeah, that's right. Garbage involving filthy politicians. It all bundles down. It's one big clusterfuck. There's always something to take the heat off the people who should really be looked at, okay, for destroying this country the way it is right now. Now, of course, they had nothing to do with it. I'm not saying that. Don't flip out. Oh, he's blaming politics. No, I'm not. What I'm saying is, it always seems that every time there's something going on in the country where people are pissed off and they want it changed, something bad happens. I don't know what it is. But if you look back at every time there's something going on in politics, or if a politician gets jammed up or something always happens to take the focus off of it. And this is another example. Why does it happen? I have no idea. But this kid, he looks like he's nuts. By looking at his photos, the kid looks like he's crazy. Look him up, because he is. He's got serious problems, and his parents did nothing. If they could be charged with more than involuntary manslaughter, I would charge them with that. They belong in prison along with their son. Now, as a 15-year-old kid being tried as an adult, if he's convicted, he won't be put in an adult prison. He's too young. If he is put there, he'll be kept in protective custody until he's old enough to go in to the prison. It's not going to make him better. It's going to make him worse. He'll probably be locked up for the rest of his life, and quite frankly, he should be, because the mental illness this kid has, what the hell do I know? I'm not a doctor. Can he be fixed, if you will? Can he be counseled into not thinking that he wants to kill people? Who knows? There's a long road ahead for this kid, and I actually feel bad because this could have been avoided, and it wasn't. The parents did nothing, and quite frankly, I think the people in this school should be held accountable also, because they saw him searching for ammunition. They saw the photos, the pictures he was drawing, and they let him stay in school that day. They should have insisted that those parents take that kid home with them. And if they did, this would have never happened. Would it have happened another time if this kid was, so geared towards doing this? Probably, but it wouldn't have happened that day. They didn't notify the police, the local sheriffs in the county, that this kid was drawing these pictures. Right there is a trigger that there's a problem. So maybe we should have some police presence on this campus, because this kid's doing some strange shit. And if you look back at a lot of other school shootings, there were signs and nobody did anything about it. So yes, I think the school administrators should be held accountable some way for not insisting that that kid be taken home right then, that day. Get him out of the school, bring him to counseling. Don't wait 48 hours. Bring him right now for an evaluation, because he certainly needed it. And here we are. Here we are again. Once again, 4 kids are dead, a bunch more wounded, and a community is mourning because a kid went to school hell-bent on killing people, and there were signs. and it was not stopped. And that's all I'm going to say. It wasn't stopped. This shit is ridiculous. It's obviously never going to end. Something needs to be done. And it's not stop selling people firearms. I don't want to hear that gun control bullshit. Responsible people can own a firearm. And any responsible gun owner will have their firearms locked up in a safe, secured, away from young children, where they cannot get it, they don't have the combination or the key, and they don't know where it is. There's millions of responsible gun owners in this country, and we should not be punished for parents who think nothing of leaving a loaded firearm laying around like, oh, it's my little son's firearm, he's not going to do nothing. Well, here we are today with another school shooting. And that's it. That's all I'm going to say about it. It's another tragedy around the holidays, of course. These people are losing their loved ones because of some... that's it. I'm just going to let it go because I'm getting really aggravated right now thinking about these parents, what they did. They should stay locked up. The bond should have been a couple of $1 million a piece as far as I'm concerned. $500,000 is not enough. And one more thing. Whoever owned the business or property that they were found hiding in should also be charged with harboring fugitives because they knew they were going to be arraigned on these charges and they decided to take off. So hopefully the assholes who hid them will also be charged for harboring because this is all one thing. They were trying to help them get away. They were close to Canada. What makes you think they weren't going to make a run for the border and try to get there? Of course they were. It's so fucking obvious. It's ridiculous. Anyways, that's the end of my story. A tragic story, but I just want to talk about it for a minute. This is what happens in this country when people who shouldn't own a knife, never mind a handgun, but these are the kind of people that they're selling firearms to. And it's easy. You do a background check and you have no criminal history, they're going to sell you the firearm. So I don't know how we can change that, but I don't think taking firearms away from every responsible gun owner in this country is the answer, like the political fucking geniuses in D.C. want to do. And that's it. I hope everybody's healthy and safe. If you haven't liked my video, please like it. The more likes I get, the YouTube algorithm will see it and show my video to more people. They'll put it out more. So please do that for me if you will. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to it. Hit the notification bell. You'll be notified when another cast, another rant comes out. I'll be back soon with something else. I'm still working on the Twitter guy because he really blows my mind. But have a good week. Take care. And we'll be talking soon. Have a great night.